What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore. And indeed, we're going to listen to a tune by Slugnoid, aka David Stella, an awesome hardcore producer from Italy. And indeed, this is one of the tunes that I reacted to on my old channel. I mentioned before, my old channel, it was almost exclusively like DJ mixes, and then in the last few months before I had to move to a new channel, techno reactions, hardcore reactions, and so on. I do believe this is one of the ones that I reacted to back then. But my old channel is now off of YouTube, so I wanted to come back and redo this one again. It's a tune called Crazy Time. I absolutely love it. It's sort of a modern tune, or it's a track made in modern times, but it has a very early feel. And indeed, a lot of Slugnoid's tunes have an early hardcore sort of flavor. And if you look at his Discogs page, the sort of slogan that he or someone else wrote on there is that it's an old school vibe, but with sort of modern and experimental sounds, and I very much do hear that in his work. And yeah, this is a tune that I love the sequencing, I love the progression of the tune. It's sort of, it builds up, it strips down, it kind of reformulates, it's very dynamic. It keeps shifting, bringing elements in, taking them back out, and then eventually it sort of goes into this long, dramatic breakdown with just an amazing drop. But there are many interesting moments before and after that. It's not one of those tunes that it's all about that one moment. It's an interesting progression the entire time. So let's get it. This is a tune by Slugnoid, aka David Stella. The track is called Crazy Time. And I did want to mention, not only is it on Mokum Records and their sort of recent like Triple X series, but once again, I wanted to give a shout out to Mokum and their sort of ethos. You know, Gabber is opposed to racism and fascism. I 100% support that, and I do have to once again indicate, you know, the people who make the hardcore and acid techno I listen to, you know, essentially two different crowds, but they share a lot of similarities in terms of their ethos and their approach to music making and so on. So yeah, shout out to all the acid techno and hardcore producers who are like good people on top of being excellent producers. So let's get it. This is Slugnoid. The tune is Crazy Time, and it's on Mokum 194B, which is from the year 2018. Does that say 2018? Yeah, 2018. But it's sort of like washed out in the background. Bassline kind of like phasing in and out. So it's almost scratching. Laser assault. Fragmented laser assault. Love when it strips down there. that synth line. It's a simple riff, but there's a toughness to it. I love that. Like you're getting shelled. Tight little synth. Yeah. Return of the laser attack, but it's like strained, like tension filled. Bass phasing again. First time through this, it's like you have no idea where it's going. Like it's dynamic, it's eccentric, it's not predictable or like cookie cutter. One of those tunes where like you'd want to start mixing out by now, but I'd want to use every inch of the tune possible. But hardcore mixes, like transitions, I mean, you know, in a way you have to be more on point because they tend to, you know, matching beats at higher tempos is not as easy as matching beats at much slower tempos, but more to the point, like, you tend to have like limited windows to get in and out of tracks, and yet because of the tempo and because of the sort of chaotic sort of energy of it, there are actually like creative ways that you can do hardcore mixes that are not as easily done in slower trance sets or other types of electronic music. So in a way it's like harder and yet easier. In another sense. So yeah, it's just a thing that, you know, when you mix a style for long enough, you just start to pick up on little things that are either like helpful or like, you know, to remember about mixing certain types of music. And as I mentioned before, like mixing hardcore, like the main thing is you just don't have a lot of time to like zone out or kind of like just enjoy a tune or to kind of interact with the crowd, because, you know, hardcore tunes, 3.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes. Some hardcore tracks are longer than that. Some are like 9 minutes, 10 minutes if they're, you know, extended versions or whatever. But generally it's like 3.5 to 5.5. That's all you got. Whereas like even acid techno tracks are like 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes. So you got time, you know, you can match beats pretty quickly, and then you can sort of, you know, mess around with DJ tactics or sort of just feel the energy of the crowd. But hardcore, you have to be like working the whole time. So that is like one of, I think, the things that became clearest to me when I started to expand my hardcore collection. Nevertheless, I will not bore you with DJ talk. I will say though that I think this is my favorite track on the record, but it's another one where like there are multiple tracks on this record that are fantastic. I think this whole Mokum series and their Tenant series, which is like the fucking hardcore limited series. It's just like quality to quality. Yeah, No Turning Back, the Formac remix, an amazing track. Velocity or Velocity, yeah, it's an amazing tune and like a really sort of unique kind of hardcore tune. I think I did react to that recently. But yeah, bottom line, it's another great record in the series, excuse me. Let me know if you enjoyed this one. I do have at least a few, I think, Slugnoid tunes that I haven't yet reacted to on this channel. Like I said, this one and maybe one or two others that I haven't done on this channel were done on my old channel, but that is irrelevant now. In any case, let me know what you think of Crazy Time. Let me know what you think of this record overall. I will see you next time. Peace.